Welcome to this week's Coach's Corner. Just want to talk a little bit about the season overall. Just impressed with our guys from a standpoint that we've been on the road every single weekend except for the second weekend in November when we had our home duel here versus Binghamton. Otherwise, our guys have been traveling, and I think overall that presents different challenges, managing weight and some of those things, but they've done a really, really good job overall, I think. So this past weekend, we were on the road again. We lost our duel versus Nebraska on Friday and then bounced back with a win on Sunday versus Michigan State. On Friday's duel, I think we started off with a slow start. It's one of our first duels where we started at 125. We got a couple guys in our lineup that are pulling a fair amount of weight. I think they can do a really good job, but on the road and managing that early weigh-ins, it's challenging. At the tournaments, at minimum, they always have at least 2, sometimes more hours of time to recover. So they just got to continue to do a better job of that. And that's what you saw with McKee, I think, a little bit on Friday with his loss at Nebraska. I think he can do a better job managing it. We have seen him do that, but he's big for the weight, and he's just got to stay on that. Overall, on the weekend, just talking about maybe overall performances that were good. Nagao, I thought, had a really good weekend. He had a win versus Kyle Berwick on Friday night, and then a win over Foley here at home on Sunday. The Berwick match started off a little slow for him. He took a bad shot, gave up a go behind. Berwick's really tough on top, but then he just really poured it on and got a big win for us. That was a match a lot of guys thought we were throwing off on. They just made the announcement before the duel that he could be wrestling Berwick. We had heard a couple days earlier that Berwick was going to be wrestling, so it wasn't a surprise for us. But that was a good weekend for Nagao, and he just continues to build, so we're really, really excited about where he's at. Isaiah Salazar is another guy that had a good weekend. He had a big win on Friday night, had to battle from some really tough positions, actually gave up a takedown and a couple near fall, and then battled back to get a win over the number 10 ranked guy in the country at his weight, that Pinto. And so he's a soldier. He's a guy that just continues to wrestle, isn't concerned about how the match is going or how he's feeling. He just really goes out and focuses on the things that he has control of. So it was impressive. Comes back here against a tough match on Sunday and picks up another big win for our program. Bailey O'Reilly also had a really good weekend. He went 1-1 on Friday night. He wrestled Labriola from Nebraska, who's one of the top ranked guys in the weight class, and also is the guy they got injured by at the Big Ten Championship. So I'm sure there's a lot on his mind. It was a great match. He lost a close one, a couple really good scrambles, but I thought he looked phenomenal and wrestled really well in that setting, in that situation. Then comes back and gets a nice win for us on Sunday here at home. Overall, some ups and downs with some of our guys, some good performances and some flat, and that's where you're seeing the difference, like I mentioned before. In the big duels that we've won, we've had a lot of success. We've won all the close matches or the ones that matter, and that's been the difference maker. In a couple of our losses, that hasn't been the case. So we're just looking to continue to try to be more consistent in that situation, just get better every weekend. So looking ahead, this weekend, again, we're back on the road. We traveled to Indiana. We wrestled them on Friday. There's a couple good matches down there. I think the highlighted matches would be 157 and 174, where it's probably going to be the most competitive matchups from both sides. And then we'll be back home on Sunday versus Purdue. This is Alumni Day, so we want all the alumni to come out. Please RSVP to Cody if you can for that, if you're going to come. We're going to do a picture at halftime on the mat. You get a free ticket to the duel, and then $5 tickets for anybody else if you're alumni. We're also doing, I believe, a kids clinic before that. And then we have high school day as well. So if you're a high school team, you want to submit your roster, your kids can get in for free for that duel. I know we have 8 schools or so that have already done that, but that'd be a great one to come to. After the duel, we'll have our guys signing autographs and posters. So any of the kids that want to get that would be a good opportunity. And then post the duel, we'll go to Blarney's for our social. Our entire team will be there, so we'd love to see all the alumni there. And anybody that wants to come see our team, all the guys will be there to talk to the kids or talk to the fans. And you can show your support and pick their brains as well. But that'll be a big day for us on Sunday here at home, 2 p.m. versus Purdue. It'll also return Leroy Vega, who was alumni and All-American for the Gophers, is helping out at Purdue. He's no longer an official coach. He's more of a cheerleader for them now. That's my dig and little joke on Leroy, but he's amazing. So we're excited to see him. But so make sure you're hard on Leroy when he's on the other bench there for us. So good weekend coming up. We'd love to see you guys there. Thanks for your support and have a great weekend. Go Gophers.